We're approaching the end of 2022 with only 2 months left, so I'm going to give you guys my most anticipated movies and shows for the remainder of the year. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris and welcome back to another video. So I'm really excited about this one. I haven't done a ranking type video like this in some time. And I've got a list of movies and shows that I'm the most excited for as we approach the final 2 months of the year. We're getting more big movies to round out the year and some surprising TV shows that could be hits. We'll have to wait and see. Be sure to hit that like button, comment down below your most anticipated movies and shows for the remainder of the year. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified for all of my future videos. Alright, so I'm going to start with the movies that I'm the most excited for, and kickstarting this obviously is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Anytime there's a new MCU movie, I'm going to be excited. I am too far deep into this franchise to give up and lose hope at this point. Apparently Wakanda Forever is damn good based on some of the early reviews and reactions from the world premiere and some early screenings. And one praise this movie's gotten that excites me probably the most is the fact that people have said it feels like a return to form for Marvel and the Marvel of old that has been missing lately, and that's kind of what I've been clamoring for, so I think this will definitely satisfy me, and I think it will easily be the best MCU movie of the year because the competition really isn't there, to be honest. But another movie I'm really looking forward to is Knives Out 2, aka Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. You've got Daniel Craig back as Benoit Blanc, and the cast is absolutely loaded from Edward Norton to Dave Bautista to Catherine Hahn to Madeline Klein to the list goes on and on. I think Leslie Odom Jr. is in there as well, and some others. I'm excited for this one. Again, I've heard some good things from early reviews, and of course, I enjoy the first Knives Out. I made a video today actually talking about my favorite movies to watch in the month of November, and Knives Out, the OG, is definitely one that fits into that category. It's a Thanksgiving movie, the fall vibes and the atmosphere are immaculate, but the thing about this one that excites me more, it seems like a summer type of story, and again, it's another murder mystery. The first one's a hit. I'm sure this one will be just as good, if not better. I am seeing it this month in November, and I am very, very excited for it. Another movie that I'm really looking forward to, one that could be a surprise hit of the year, is Violent Night, where David Harbour plays Santa Claus. This is a movie that I've been kind of speculating about for a while now, trying to get some early news on. It looks like a holiday fun time, but with a twist. David Harbour as Santa is going to be kicking a lot of ass in this movie as a family has been held hostage, I believe, and he has to go try and rescue them on Christmas night. What's not to love there? I think this will definitely be a hit, and it comes out at the very beginning of December. Perfect time gearing up for Christmas and the holiday season. Another movie that I'm really looking forward to in the month of December is Babylon from Damien Chazelle, who is one of the greatest directors of our time, without question. Whiplash is a top 10 all-time favorite movie. Actually, top 5 I would go as far as to say. And La La Land is probably a top 30 favorite movie for me that I hold near and dear to my heart. First Man was really solid. I don't love it. It's not one that I rewatch a lot, but it is an achievement in filmmaking, in my opinion, especially the way some of those space scenes are shot. My gosh, it'll literally nauseate you. So coming into this, I'm very excited. You got Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Tobey Maguire, and more in this cast. I seem to always enjoy movies that are centered around Hollywood, or movies, you know, about movies, as they say. It seems like Babylon's going to be just that. And the last movie I have on this list is from the greatest director of all time in my mind, Steven Spielberg. His movie The Fabelmans comes out later in November, and this is essentially a loose retelling of his life story, so I've heard, and that's how the movie's kind of described. I've actually avoided the trailer for this movie in all marketing because I want to go in extremely fresh, but I love Spielberg, and a movie about movies and falling in love with movies is something that's pretty much catered to me. So I think this one will be a hit, and it'll probably rack it up with Oscar nominations, just like Babylon, which I talked about earlier. But these are like 5 movies that I'm the most excited for the rest of the year. Just wanted to kind of talk about them. But I also have some shows and a special presentation to talk about now. It's funny because all of these are actually coming to Disney Plus in the month of November and December. Most of the other big shows of the year have kind of already run their course, and we're gearing up for 2023 shows. But I think there's a few hidden gems here, and I think one that I'm very much anticipating and hoping it doesn't let down is The Santa Clauses. Now, this is a sequel show to the Santa Claus trilogy, a must-watch trilogy every holiday season for me, or at least try and catch some of it here and there on TV because the holiday season is busy. But The Santa Clauses looks really interesting. You got Tim Allen back as Santa Claus / Scott Calvin. It seems like he's going to be retiring or passing on the mantle of Santa Claus to someone else. My main hope for this is that it's on par with the other movies so that I can rewatch the show every holiday season as well. If it ends up being a disaster, it is what it is. I'll always have the original trilogy of Santa Claus movies to watch, especially the first 2. This intrigues me. You've got Bernard back, you've got the wife back. There are tons of characters making their return to this franchise, and I hope that they just take care of it because this is something that is near and dear to a lot of people, and I don't think they would want to butcher this. I hope it's not just some cheap cash grab. I hope there's actually a story to tell that has holiday heart to it, but we'll have to wait and see. Some of the marketing has kind of had me a little concerned, just the fact that it's going to be a little too cheesy, but then I remember that the Santa Claus movies were always sort of cheesy, so we'll have to wait and see. Another one that I'm I'm really hopeful for, fingers crossed, is good and lives up to the prior two films that it is based off of, is National Treasure: Edge of History, which comes out on Disney Plus in December with a 2-episode premiere. I love the first National Treasure. It's no secret if you guys have been watching the channel for a while. One of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Book of Secrets, the sequel, really slept on. I enjoy it as well. We need a third movie, and instead we're getting this TV show, which I have a theory is going to segue directly into a third film with the return of Nick Cage as Ben Gates. Maybe that'll be the post-credit scene of the show or the final episode of the show. We'll have to wait and see, but we got Riley Poole back, we got Harvey Keitel reprising his role, so they're getting characters from those movies. Why would you not get Nick Cage is the question I have, because he's the box office draw. They could definitely make a third movie for Disney Plus exclusively, but hopefully for a theatrical run. Going back into the world of National Treasure is something that we've needed for decades now, and it's finally happening. I'm very excited to watch this show. I will be probably hypercritical of it just because I love National Treasure so much, but as long as there's some earned fan service here and they tell a story that's compelling, I'll be on board with the show, and really hoping we get Nick Cage's Ben Gates in the end. But perhaps my most anticipated thing out of all the movies and shows is from Marvel, and that is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which hits Disney Plus on November 25th, Black Friday. This seems like it's going to tee up Guardians 3 and kind of fill in the gap between Endgame and Guardians 3, but based on that trailer, it's shot like a TV episode or some TV special you would see on like NBC or CBS, and I love that. I love the stylistic choice that they're not going to make it seem like some grandiose Marvel movie. It's a small-scale story, and it seems like Peter Quill's down in the dumps after losing Gamora, and so the Guardians are going to Earth to try and find Kevin Bacon and give him like the ultimate Christmas gift. I'm sure some other crazy antics will ensue, and it looks like Groot is absolutely ripped now. It just seems to be a fun time, very heartwarming, sweet, and just filled with joy. This could end up being one of my favorite MCU projects just because the Guardians is a family that I love within Marvel, and I've always been happy to see them, even if some of the projects they're attached to aren't my favorite, such as Guardians 2 or Thor: Love and Thunder. I adore that first Guardians movie. To this day, it's like a top 6, top 7 MCU movie for me, so I'm very excited for the holiday special. I think they're going to do it right. They got Kevin Bacon, for crying out loud, one of the best callbacks ever. They actually got him, and this is just going to be a blast. The Marvel special presentations are truly special. Werewolf by Night, massive hit. I think this will be a massive hit, and anything they do moving forward with the special presentation tag in front of it, I will be on board for. But I just wanted to make this quick video talking about the projects that I'm the most excited for as we approach the end of the year. 2023 is right around the corner, and it's scary to say because this year went by faster than any year in my life. And I guess as you get older, time does move faster, and it's just something hard to wrap my brain around, but you just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your most anticipated projects down below in the comments, and be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified for all of my future videos coming very soon. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.